Hey you guys, so today I'm back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So today we're going to be talking about what everybody's been asking me. They've been asking me about my lip fillers. They hurt, what was the process, what was the cost, where did you go, what to expect. So basically I'm going to go over that. I'm also going to do a tutorial for the ladies who are not really interested in lip fillers, or maybe it's not affordable right now, just to kind of help you be able to still obtain that lip filler look using some of the makeup that you may have in your bathroom already. So let's get started. So let's just talk about what lip fillers are. You know, everybody talks about them like they don't really know about them, so they just feel like it's like this freakish surgery that you have, and as if, you know, like they're just like plumping some type of crazy stuff. What it's called is, it's actually called Juvederm, but that's what I have. But there's all different kinds. There's vulva, there's Juvederm, there's Restylane, and then for each one of those there are different levels of each one. So what I have in my lips is called Juvederm. The reason why I got lip fillers is because I was always made fun of by my fellow bloggers because my lips were so small. So, you know, it messed with my confidence a little bit growing up, especially moving down south. I seen a lot of the African American culture girls, and they have like these full juicy lips. I'm like, God, I just want them so bad. Like, you guys, my lips are like you could go on my Facebook and look at my older videos or pictures and you will see. So anyways, the Juvederm that I have, it's the Juvederm Plus. So it's a thicker base, it's gel based, and when they put it into your lips, it basically lasts longer. Restylane, some of the other products that are lower grade, they only last for like 6 months. Juvederm lasts for like 12 months. Basically the benefits are like immediately you see the results during the session. Typically you would go to your esthetician, you would go to your esthetician, someone that you trust, someone who is certified and licensed. Don't ever be afraid to ask that person to see their credentials. If they are legit and they are really who they say they are, then there should be no issues showing you their credentials. The first time I got Restylane. I didn't really like it because my lips are like really flat still. I felt like I spent a guap of money for nothing. When I went, I was really nervous. The first thing that they did was they put the numbing cream on my mouth. And when they put the numbing cream on my mouth actually was like huge. And I thought that was the procedure. That's how oblivious to this stuff I was. So then she brings the needle out and I'm like, a needle? She's like, yeah, I gotta put this in your lip. So, you know, basically I showed her some pictures of what I like. When you go to get this done, you guys, make sure you have some pictures. If you don't have pictures, they're basically going to like freestyle on you and you may end up looking like a wild boar. You need to make sure you know what you want. So, yeah, basically, she started with my top lip. I did 1 millimeter altogether. So half of a millimeter down here and half up here. That's one syringe. Didn't like it. I tried to go back and she tried to tell me that it's not what I want. You're too young and you don't need it, and you know, come back in a year. And I'm just like, no, this is really what I want. And you guys, this is another thing about your esthetician. Your esthetician should always be honest with you so far as health. I think the maximum limit that anyone should ever even get is 3 syringes. If you're going above and beyond that, it's your choice, but I just wouldn't recommend it, especially not on the first go. But yeah, so she would not give me any more after that. I hated my lips. Yeah, she sent me out the door. I still had injections that I paid a lot of money for sitting at her, you know, beautician salon that she still would just not give me. So I had to move on. So I ended up going to a place in Tampa, and that's where, you know, I was explaining to the lady, was like, yeah, I mean, you're not at the danger zone. You're not at the place where I'm like worried about you. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You want bigger lips? We're going to give you bigger lips. So I'm like, okay, you know, beat me up, like put that shit in my mouth, you know, so I go back there, same process, numbing cream, stress balls. You guys, you don't feel it. Like, okay, let me not say that. It depends on your pain tolerance. If you've got piercings, tattoos, you'll take it like a champ. If you're really sensitive to needles and you get anxiety, when it goes in, it just kind of feels like, when it goes in, you don't feel it going. It feels like this. And then when it's in there, you feel your lip kind of pushing out here. You feel it like it's almost doing this. And then they start to take it out like that. And then you just feel that pressure because your lip is going to snap over there when they take the needle out. And then they push it and they form it. You can form it a little bit more later once you get home. You want to make sure you're massaging it. So anyways, all in all, my first lip fillers were like $3.99 for 1 millimeter. And then when I went back and I decided to not do the Restylane, I did the more expensive one, which is the Juvederm that I was talking to you guys about. That one came out to about $1,000 because I did 2 millimeters or whatever it's called, 2 syringes, okay? God. So anyways, I did 2 syringes. I did one at the top, one at the bottom. Mind you, I already had half. So basically in each lip, I have 1.5 syringe. That is well beyond the limit. Personally, if I could do it over again, I would do less because when I do this, like, you see that? That just does not touch. Like, I have to, you know, so I would just do a little less, but I'm still okay with the results. So if lip fillers is something that you're considering, don't be afraid of what people think, what people will say. Make sure before you pay, you have an esthetician that understands what you want, that they're safe and they're being honest with you, but they're not trying to control your life, because you're going to spend thousands of dollars and just not be satisfied. With that being said, for the ones who don't have lip fillers, who are not interested in lip fillers, but still want to fulfill that full look when you go out, I got you, girl. That's what I'm here for. So I'm going to go ahead and do a tutorial to show you guys how to get that nice pouty look. So before I had my lip fillers, this was my routine. So I already have a little concealer on my brush left over. So what I did is I would take it on the top right there, just at the top rim. I do that so I have a fair line to start out with. You guys, I just got lip fillers done like 3 days ago, so my lips are very crooked, kind of like this. So please don't mind that. I shouldn't even point it out. Now you probably can't unsee it. But so the way that I start out is, you guys, in my last tutorial, you guys see me use my Morph palette. I love my Morph palette. I use it for everything. I use it for my caps. I use it for my face. I use it for my lips, my eyeshadows. Hell, I use this shit like with everything. So the way that you want to start out, how I start out, I go to the highlight. This is the highlighter that I use. Okay. It's perfect for my skin tone. You want to make sure you use a highlighter that, you know, complements your skin tone. So what I do is this part right here, which is your cupid's bow and your lip, you want to trace that over the top. So you're not going to bring it all the way down. You want it to fade out about halfway through. You see how I did that? Let's do the other side. Starting from my cupid's bow. And I'm just gonna stop it right there. Gonna take a little bit more because I really want that cupid's bow to pop. And I'm gonna finish taking it down on the sides halfway. Now, you don't wanna walk around like this. So, with the concealer still on my sponge, please excuse my neighbors. But I'm going to go ahead and start dapping a little bit just to take away the excess residue from the highlighter. Now my next step is I take this color right here. This is a nice chocolate dark brown. Whatever color is right here on your lips, and every girl, well, everybody has it, or this color, this cut crease right here under your lip, that's the color you want to use for a natural look. We're going natural today. So I just take a little bit of this and I dust on each side. You know what? I forgot one step. This, you guys, is this hyaluronic acid lip plumper that I have. It is amazing if you have dry lips. So before I start, I'm just gonna take a really, this is medicated. It's really good to get. I don't know if you guys can see all that, but I'll post all that. You guys want. So I took a little layer of that and I just put it on there for a little bit of plump. Don't put too much, because remember, we're using an eyeshadow powder to insinuate our lips. You don't want that powder to absorb whatever is on your lips. So again, each side, blow the excess off your brush. So what I do is I go down here and I line where my natural brown line is. You're not doing this heavy. This brush that I have is very feathered. So it looks like I'm pressing hard, but I'm not. Make sure you guys get all the way in your corner. Don't leave those corners out. You want as much as fullness as you can possibly get. Now, remember how I did this highlight up here? Now this is a little tricky part, because what you're doing is you are covering this part of your highlight, but you're not covering this part of your highlight. You're covering this part. So we're gonna go ahead and line that as well. Try to get as close to that line that pokes as possible. Don't do it up here, you guys. It's just not natural. If you're gonna do it up there, just go get the lip fillers. We're gonna do that again over here. Remember, we're covering that highlight in the first part. Use the access over here. Now this part, we're going right underneath the highlight. Right underneath it. And I'm covering that side up. My lips are so crooked. So you can kind of still see that highlight up there. Now, the rest what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start filling in. You're only putting a very light amount. You want this to look natural. So we're not doing like a black lip. I'm sorry. We're not doing a black lip, you guys. We're not doing a brown lip. We're doing more like a natural nude brown. My lips are a little bit more red once you start to go inside of them. So, and I'm also blending that line on the outside as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do the top as well. Okay, now, so what I like to do is I like to take my highlighter, I mean not my highlighter, but the concealer that's left over, and kind of soften those edges a little bit. And also when you do your makeup, you can kind of soften that cut crease right there as well. This right here is a nude that I have. I love it. It's by L'Oreal. You can get it at Walgreens, just like I did. This is the color. You see that? Damn near matches my skin. So I'm gonna take that as like a nude brown color, you guys. Gonna start that in the middle. This is matte, by the way. This is not a gloss. This is what's gonna seal the deal. That's what I call it. Sealing the deal. You guys, this is a great color on your lips when you're going out with the girls. You want to wear makeup, but you don't want to do color, but you don't want bare lips. These are some really kissable lips. So right now, I'm just trying to get rid of the depth of that brown line, because we don't want to go old school with this. On this part here, I just go ahead and I take it right across the top, straight line. That's what's going to give you that look up here where it's like that. Well, not like that, but you get the point. You're taking that straight. You're even going over just a little bit more. You see that? Just take it straight across. And again, I'm going to go ahead, take some of my highlighter again, and I'm going to hit that Cupid's bow up. Kind of insinuate that lip line again. You guys see that? How it's coming through? Did I just make a lip? She's good. You see that? And then I still have some makeup on here. Let me try to fix my lighting so you guys can kind of see a little bit better. 1 second. Oh no, don't like that too much. Let me see. Maybe you guys can see. But anyways, you get the point. So I'm such a terrible tutorial person. I'm like, you get the point. But yeah, so that's how I do my natural lip, you guys. Again, I used a nude color. I used a dark brown highlight. And again, I'm gonna post the link to this hyaluronic. I cannot pronounce it. I have the hardest time. But you guys can see it. I'm gonna post the link so you guys will have all of that, and I'm gonna also post the link to the Morphe palette. But yeah, to get that natural lip look of fullness without getting the injections, that's pretty much what you do. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, you are more than welcome to comment. Be sure to like and share. Talk to you guys later. Mwah.